mic down, mic up. My mic is down, my mic is up. My mic is down, my mic is up. What up, though, everybody? Nathan Chase, Chase's Basement. Coming to you live from my YouTube page, Nathan Chase 72. But I also have another page, Chase's Basement, that's dedicated to hip hop. This is Nathan Chase 72 page, and we're gonna go through my some stand-up comedy clips because I put them on Facebook, but I never put them on YouTube. And when I put them on Facebook, my mic and my audio, my mic was turned off. Every time I thought my mic was on, it was off. So we're doing it again. We're doing it live for the YouTube nation. We're doing it for my one gazillion YouTube fans. That's what I got. A gazillion. I got 1 gazillion YouTube subscribers. So yeah, we're just gonna go through. We're just gonna go through some of my stand up for back in the day. I've been doing stand up for about 11, 12 years now, here and there, off and on. Ashtray, assistant, ashtray, assistant, ashtray, assistant, ashtray. Yeah, my assistant takes all day. Thank you, assistant. You have survived employment for another day. I didn't want to put your ass out during the coronavirus. I hate to fire you during the coronavirus, but if you're slow with the ashtray, gotta go. But anyway, we'll get to some of my open mic stand up that I've done over the past 10 years at various locations. You know how it is with stand up. You kind of like get some jokes and you kind of like work it out. So this is like me like working out like jokes, like certain jokes for a minute. But at the end, open mics is usually like, you only get like 5-7 minutes, maybe 10. So you got like a certain amount of jokes that you work out. So most of these like 5-7 minute sets. But then like the last one is it's like 27 minutes, and that's where I met a guy, and he was like, "You want to do some stand up? I need somebody to do some stand up," and he wanted me to. It switched the time. It went from like do 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It was like do 30 minutes. It was like, so I figured out something. And I put that together. So yeah, we're just gonna go through my stand up shit. And I don't know, we're just gonna go through and check it out. Shouts out to my man B. Shubatowski for the backdrop of Detroit. Different shots of Detroit on that 4K, on that drone shit. That's the Ambassador Bridge right there. So yeah, let's get into some of my stand up. Let's kill that. And we're gonna start off with the first shot is at Joey's. I did some stand up at Joey's in Livonia. It's out there on where was it? Out there on Levan and Plymouth. Joey's is closed now, but Joey's it was a well known comedy club. All the big time people came through there, and I got to go in there like the early 2008, 2009, 2010. When it was still popping. They had a nice little open mic night. That's like when that was like the first official comedy club that I found. So I was like, this is my home. This is where it's all going to start. It's all going to start at Joey's. And then they end up closing it because, I don't know. People didn't show up. I don't know what the fuck happened. But shouts out to my man, Bill Bushart. He was running Joey's when I was up in there, and he always let people get on the mic as long as you follow the rules and shit like that. So this is my stand up at Joey's Comedy Club in Livonia before it closed. What year was this? This was this when they changed the logo. So this when I worked down the street. Yeah, I was working down the street. I was fat. I was chilling. So this is somewhere between What, 2012, 2014, somewhere like that. Joey's Comedy Club in Livonia. Let's check this out.
To the stage, we're going to bring him up right away, Nathan Chase. Let's hear it. Come on, guys.
How you guys doing?
Great.
Well, if you've seen on the news recently, McDonald's workers in Detroit want $15 an hour. And to that I call bullshit. Because they give the worst service, or either they don't have something. Every time you go there, you say, let me get a cheeseburger. We don't got no cheese. Let me just get a hamburger. We ain't got no buns. So goddamn. I don't like it. You don't like it. You know who else don't like it? Bernie Mac. This is Bernie Mac at any McDonald's within the Detroit city limits. You mean tell me you ain't got no buns, you ain't got no Big Mac, no cheeseburger. You mean tell me you ain't got no grease, I can't get no fries or no nuggets. You trying to tell me the only thing you can give me is a McFlurry? There's a rule to clubbing in Detroit. Don't go to no club this year that didn't have the same name. Watch. Because that means some stuff that jumped off and they had to change the name. I sit up here and forgot the rule. Decided I want to go to a club to change the name. And I hate when they start stuff in the club. They start fighting, they start shooting. Because being in the Marines, that's when I have to bring out the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have to get all expendable on them. I don't want to, but if it happens. So I end up in the club. It was nice in there. We get outside, they start arguing. Then they start fighting. I said, if they start shooting, I'm bringing the Arnold out. Next thing you know, they're shooting, and the Arnold just came out of me. And I was like, get down, they're shooting. Using the fake gold chain, get down. Jump into the heels, get down, they're shooting, you're going to die. You know what's worse than somebody else starting trouble in the club? Is when you bring somebody and they end up being the troublemaker. So I get out the Marines. My cousin hooked me up with a blind date with this girl. So we ride in the car, and she's like, you know what? I'm really like dating. You're a Marine. My uncle was a Marine. My cousin was a Marine. Y'all crazy. It's gonna work out perfect. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We come out the club, nice time. Her and this guy bump each other. Before the guy could even say anything, she just went off. She was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. No, you didn't bump me. No, you didn't bump me. Don't you know who I'm with? I'm with a Marine. Iraq, Afghanistan, kill a motherfucker as fast as you can. And the dude looked at me, and I just shrugged my shoulders like, I just joined for the college money. He said, okay, G.I. Joe. And he went, hoo-dee-hoo. He whistled. Some black guys jumped out the Suburban. Some more black guys jumped out the Monte Carlo. When the young black guys jumped out the old school box Chevy with the big wheels with the paint job and hollered out, East Side! Ah, shit. Nigga, you about to get your ass whooped. She kept going. She said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You brought your crew? You brought them to die with you too? I told you this is a Marine. He'll chop you up while you're marching. Chop, chop, 1, 2, 1, 2. He beat the swine out the flute. He will stomp on your arm like a Dominican suit. Her cell phone rung and she said, what? And I said, tell them they run fast too. And she looked behind and I was 2 blocks away. Before I get out of here, his last joke was called Uh-Oh Surprise. It's audience participation. I'm gonna say 5 different things. When I point to y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to say uh-oh surprise. We're gonna start off with y'all saying uh-oh surprise. I'm gonna count to 3. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh, surprise.
You give your friend a ride. The police pull y'all over and that's when they say, dog, I put my gun up under your seat.
Uh-oh, surprise.
You and your man both white and you end up having a black baby. You go through your girl's cell phone and find out she got text messages from Magic Johnson that says, showtime, baby.
Oh, surprise.
You're a white person. You took the day off work and you stood in line all day and Obama won again. You go on a blind date with a guy. Y'all come back to your house and you start getting freaky and he say, girl, this is the cleanest booty I ever tasted. My name is Nathan Chase. Thank you very much, everybody.
Nathan Chase, everybody. Come on, that was a great set. What did I hear? Next up to the stage, Joey Darian, everybody.
Set at
Clap for Joey too. Come on.
It is now defunct.
Two more than okay. Sit down.
All right, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at Joey's. That wasn't too bad. Yeah. I can't complain. There wasn't a lot of people there. It was never really a lot of people at open mics, but you know, you still get a couple of laughs, and the jokes went over. Jokes went over pretty well. So this is a couple of years later, 2013, 2014, at Laugh Tracks. This is a comedy club that was in Waterford, Michigan. I think Laugh Tracks is closed. Now. But this is a contest where I came in second place. To the great Ron Taylor from Detroit. If you go on YouTube and you look up Ron Taylor and Bill Burr, he's actually being interviewed by Bill Burr because he's a rising Detroit comic star. But I met him back when he was a young Detroit comic star, just beating up on old comics like me. But anyway, I came out for this contest at Laugh Tracks. I see it on Facebook. I was like, just sign up for it. And then once you sign up for it, then you can't quit because then you be a bitch. So I was like, just put your name on the list. So I put my name on the list. And once I got there, I was like, okay, what jokes I'm going to do? And then you had to like win each round. And then I ended up making it to the final round going against Ron Taylor. And all my jokes is like jokes I had, but I just like organized them like right there, sitting at the table, waiting for the contest to start. So I probably could have beat him. I could have beat him, but I think I put like my best jokes at the beginning, and then I put like my other jokes at the end. Now that it's over, it's like I should have started off and then heated up, but I started off hot and kind of like cooled off. But congrats to Ron Taylor. He bought everybody drinks and shit. He bought us drinks after that, and then he pretty much went to go and meet Bill Burr after that. I went home. He went to meet Bill Burr. So this is me at Laugh Tracks in Ann Arbor, losing against the one day great to be Ron Taylor. Chasesbasement. Here we go. Let's go. Let me pull this up. Here we go. It's two different parts too. It's two different parts. So yeah, it actually was three, but I chopped it up because the other one was cut off. So 2 parts of me at Laugh Tracks in Waterford, Laugh Tracks in Waterford, Michigan. Here we go. Let me make sure everything goes off. Yeah, this Laugh Tracks one. All right, let's go. Mic is on. Is my mic on? Okay, my mic is on. Okay, everything's gone. I always gotta make sure I'm doing this shit by myself. So sometimes Facebook, I fucked it up. Never turned my mic back on. So I was like, so now this is better. Okay, here we go. Laugh Tracks, part 1.
You see on the news, McDonald's workers want $15 an hour. You see that? How it's up to D plan, $15 an hour? I'm gonna put it polite. Fuck no. My sister worked at Chrysler. She made $15 an hour. They fucking hump in the plant. She do bumper. So it's just like bumper, 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 bumper. Can I take a smoke break? Bumper, bumper, bumper. I just got a text message from my kids. Bumper, bumper. When can I go to the bathroom? After 1,000 more bumpers. You go to McDonald's, it's the guy cooking my burger, smoking a cigarette. He leaned on the counter and say, you want cheese on that, right? And I'm like, yeah, I want cheese on it. The girl at the counter on her cell phone, then she gonna say hi to my baby. Then hand me the phone. I said, hey baby, I'm up here doing good work. He's like, go put my girl back on the phone. You know, either they mess up your order or they don't got something. And I don't like it. You don't like it. You know what I don't like it? Bernie Mac. This is Bernie Mac at any McDonald's in the Detroit city limits. You mean tell me you ain't got no buns? You ain't get no Big Mac, no cheeseburger? You mean tell me you ain't got no grease? I ain't get no fries, no nuggets? You trying to tell me the only thing you can give me is some motherfucking milk and There's rules for doing clubbing when you're in Detroit. And the rule is, don't go to no club this year that didn't have the same name last year. Because that means, you know, some shit that jumped off and they had to change the name and, you know, hope you don't remember it's in the same spot. So I disobeyed my rule. I went to a club, changed the name. I don't like going to the club when people start problems. So I used to be in the Marines. Sometimes Arnold Schwarzenegger come out of me. I don't want to, but when people act up at the club, I just come out. So everything was good. We get outside. The guys started arguing. Then they started fighting. I said, they started shooting. The Arnold was coming out. Next thing you know, they started shooting. The Arnold came out, and I was like, get down! Get down! That's your thing! Drop into the heels! You in the fake gold chain! Get down! That's your thing! You're going to die!
Okay, that was short. Yeah, I didn't know that was that short. That was short from Laugh Tracks. Pretty much the same jokes from before, but you know, you see how they work different with a different crowd. Okay, let's get into the second part of Laugh Tracks. You know, I won that round. Yeah, I won the first 2 rounds. And then I met Ron Taylor in the 3rd round and lost. God damn it. But let's get to part 2. When I went against the second person in the next round. Shout out to my man Lloyd Diggs. He was hosted that night. So here's the second part of the contest at Laugh Tracks in Waterford.
It's number for seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nathan Chase, get up.
There are white people coming to Detroit and they are stealing money from the people. Stealing, and the people don't even know that they're getting their money stolen. I used to think Dan Gilbert, Mike Duggan, no, I like those guys. It's white kids from the suburbs on meth. They're coming to Detroit and they're getting people. But back in the day, you come out the gas station, you see a crackhead. Crackhead say, hey, you got any spare change, nephew, you got any spare change? I used to always do the Robin Harris. I'm like, what the fuck is spare change? They'd be like, God bless you, nephew, sorry. You just shoo them away like that. Now you got these white kids on meth, and the thing is, they don't matter. But they went to school in the suburbs. Rose Point, Birmingham, they smart, even though they on meth. Come out the gas station. White kids say, sir, do you have any spare change? Figure I'd give him to Robin Harris. It's like, what the fuck is spare change? He's like, well, sir, spare change would be any change that you drive when you break a solid denomination of money, such as a 1, 5, 10, or 20 sign. The coinage from that would indeed be spare change. I said, what the hell? I grabbed my phone and Googled, he was right. Man. I think my girlfriend, she might be ugly. We was down at the Riverwalk walking, you know, they got like a little space where it was tight, so she had to tell the guy, excuse me, So she said, excuse me. The guy turned around and was like, man, get your dog! Then the little white kid walked up and he was like, sir, pit bulls are nice dogs. All you gotta do is pet them. And I turned around and the dude was petting, the little boy's petting my girl, and she said, going,
All right. Oh, I need a drink. Water, beer, it don't matter. As long as I lubricate my throat. Oh, health fanatic over there talking about something. You need some water. Need something to lubricate my throat, hater. All right, that was the second part of Laugh Tracks. Now let's get into when I performed open mic at let me see where we got next on the list. We got the Unclub. The Unclub is in Ypsilanti. My man Mark Sweetman put that together. Went up there and took like most of the jokes you just heard, and I crunched them into like 4 minutes. I think it was like 4 minutes. I was like, can I make all these jokes in 4 minutes? So I took those jokes and like a new joke that I added in there. And I just did it like in 4 minutes and like, with a small little room, and went over pretty well. That one girl, you hear this one girl in there, she just laughing like extra loud. I don't know who she is, but she made my day on that night. And it was just one of those days. It was just like, they got something, sign up for it. And I was like, no, you don't want to go out. And I was like, yes, you do. It's like, just put your name on the list. Just tell them. And once you inbox somebody, it's like when you get on a roller coaster, you scared to get on a roller coaster because I don't fuck with roller coasters. But it's one of those things where the first time I got on a roller coaster, I was like, stand in line, stand in line, stand in line. And I was like, if you get in that seat and they close that bar down, it's a wrap. So just get to that point. So it's like, when you do comedy, you just sign up for a list. That's what it's doing. You just put in your seat. You just strapping yourself in that roller coaster. And it's like, you're in the ride now. You'll back out. You're a pussy. You can't get in a roller coaster. They close the thing. You be like, you that one person be like, no, open up. Let me out. And everybody standing in line like, let's solve that. You're like, fuck y'all. You gotta tell your family member, I'll be waiting for y'all down there. Like, we know. Everybody know. So open mics in comedy contests is like that. You just sometimes you just, some people are like, I ain't scared. No, I'm name on the list. And sometimes you just be like, I don't know, but you know what? I need to get back in the mix. Put your name on the list, and now you gotta be like, oh shit, what am I saying? What am I saying? Oh shit, I gotta come up with something. What the fuck? When is this supposed to happen? Why I put my name on the list? I could have went to the bar drinking, could have stayed home, watched Netflix, not have put my name on this list, and now I gotta fucking step up and come up with some shit. So this is another time where I just had to come up with something. I had to take everything I had, just like really condense it. So I was like, it ended up working though. It ended up working. But you can't get, it's short. You can't get stuck on short and sweet. You gotta make it expand. But this is short and sweet. This is a great day out. I went back home and I made myself happy after this night. She was like, you want me to come over? Did you have a good night? I don't need you tonight. I did all great. But no. It's all about me tonight. But anyway, this is me at the Club in Ypsilanti. Shouts out to my man Mark Sweetman, running the Club, Chasesbasement. Let's check this out.
Gentlemen, here we are, our first timer of the evening. How about a warm round of applause for Nathan Chase, ladies and gentlemen. First time here. How you doing?
Good, all right.
The rule in Detroit is don't go to no club this summer that don't have the same name that it had last summer. Does that mean they had problems and issues? And I don't like going to a club where they start fighting and shooting. Because then I get mad. And I got to bring out my Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't want to bring out the Arnold, but if they start acting up, I do. Happen to go to a club, get outside, they start arguing, they start shooting. I had to bring out the Arnold. So I had to let everybody know. Get down! Get down! Let us shoot thing! Jump, bitch, in the heels, get down! You with the fake chain, get down and don't die! McDonald's workers want $15 an hour. I call bullshit. They always mess up your order. Especially in the city. I don't like it. You don't like it. You know who else don't like it? Bernie Mac don't like it. This is Bernie Mac at any McDonald's within the Detroit city limits. You mean to tell me you ain't got no buns? Or I can't get no Big Mac? No cheeseburger? You mean to tell me you ain't got no grease? Or I can't get no fries, no nuggets? You trying to tell me the only thing you can give me is some milk and good? Dating is rough, but sometimes you have to take who you get and work it out. I dated a girl, she was flat-chested. Just like this. I was thinking about breaking it up with her or getting her some breast implants, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what, Nate? You black. We like ribs all year round. The thing is, our foreplay has to be a little bit different. You know, if a woman got nice breasts, you get a little freaky, you put some whipped cream on there and cherry. She was flat-chested. All she had was ribs. So the only thing I put on there is a little bit of barbecue sauce, a little potato salad, baked beans, and everything is good except, you know, every once in a while she ended up with the fork marks on her chest. Last story, I get out the Marines. My cousin hooked me up on a blind date with this girl. So we riding in the car to the club, and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna like dating you. You was a Marine. My cousin was a Marine, my uncle was a Marine. Y'all crazy, this is gonna be great. So I'm like, okay. So we go to the club, we have a nice time. We come out, her and this guy bump each other. But before the guy could say, excuse me, she just went off. And she was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. No, you didn't bump me. No, you didn't bump me. You know who I'm with? I'm with a Marine. Iraq, Afghanistan, kill a motherfucker as fast as he can. And the dude looked at me, and I just shrugged my shoulders like, I just joined for the college money. Next thing you know, he whistled like, hooey-hoo. Some guys jumped out the Suburban. Some guys jumped out the Monte Carlo. When the young dudes jumped out the old school box Chevy with the paint job, with the big rims and the sagging pants and hollered out, East Side! Nate, you about to get your ass kicked. But she kept going. She was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You brought your crew. You brought them to die with you, too. I told you this is a Marine. He'll chop you up like kung fu. He beat the swine off the flu. He'll stuff on your arm like the Dominican suit. And then her cell phone rang and she said, what? And I said, tell them they run fast, too. And she looked behind and I was 2 blocks away. My name is Jacob T. Thank you very much.
No, that was me at the Unclub in Ann Arbor. That set was so funny because that girl, I don't know who she was. She was just the loudest person. Her laugh she just had me going. I was like, I'm killing it. That one girl laughing, she made it feel like you was in an arena with 1,000 people laughing. She killed it. Every time I watch that clip, I laugh because she laughing. It's like she made that whole clip. I don't even know who she is. I can't even remember what she looked like or anything. But yeah, that was great. That was great at the Unclub. All right, this is a little bit more present day. We at the Cabbage Patch in Grosse Pointe. I can't remember who runs the Cabbage Patch. But we at the Cabbage Patch open mic in Grosse Pointe That's right. Cabbage Patch Saloon. It's right there on the edge of Grosse Pointe in Detroit. So it's like rich, fancy. But we fancy on this side too. But yeah, this open mic at the Cabbage Patch Saloon. How many minutes is it? Like 5? It's like 5 or 7 minutes. And yeah, I'm still looking kind of chunky. It's the ramen noodles with the cheese and Tabasco sauce. It's not. Yeah, I was eating that since I was in the Marines for 20 years. It's not good for your diet. Let me just give you that one. It's not. It may be good coming in, but it ain't good when it's sitting there. It damn sure ain't good when it's coming out. Oh man, 20 years of Tabasco sauce. I'm an angry motherfucker. Oh my God. I'm like a pit bull. I just bark for no reason. Why he angry? He been shitting out Tabasco sauce for 20 years. He got institutionalized anger inside of him. Just a burning feeling inside me. Yeah, that might be it. All right, let's get into me at the Cabbage Patch Saloon in Grosse Pointe, edge of Grosse Pointe in Detroit.
Make some noise for Nathan Chase! I hate following this guy. He's too damn hot, man. How y'all doing? Y'all good tonight? Being a comic, you always try to be funny, and you shouldn't try to be funny all the time. I was hooking up with a woman for the first time. We about to get it on, and I'm kissing her, and I'm sucking on her neck, and I'm sucking on her titties, and I went down to her stomach, and you know what y'all thinking? Black guys don't eat the pussy. We don't eat the pussy. I devoured that goddamn pussy. So I went back, and right before I stuck it in, I was like, why don't you be funny? So I was like, why don't you do the little bang? You remember Bang from Batman? So I was like, why don't I do a little bang before I stuck it in? So I looked her straight in the eye, and I told her, I was like, I'm going to destroy your vagina the same way that I destroyed the Batman. She sprayed me with some mace and kicked me off the bed and ran out the house. I was like, that's fucked up. Because that was the same mace that I was going to spray her with to stop her from leaving. You know how expensive mace is, man? And guys, you come out to the bar, you meet these women out here. Some women just come out to the bar and they just want to have some drinks off you. I went out to the bar and I met a woman. I'm sitting there talking to her and I'm giving her drinks all night. Just feeding her full of drinks, talking. I'm thinking something gonna happen. And at a certain time when the bar got ready to close, she was like, oh, Nate, I gotta get home. My husband's gonna kill me. So I'm like, what? So I said, okay, I didn't get mad. I let her leave. But you know what? I followed her home. And when she was there with her husband, I was outside her window and I was just sitting up there stroking my shit like, yeah, I knew you had a nice body. And her and her husband in there getting it on, he was like, oh baby, ooh, girl, something different about you. What they got into you? And that's when I yelled out, she drunk all my drinks! And I pulled my pants up and I ran away. They got these McDonald's workers in Detroit. They want $15 an hour. You seen that on the news? It's called D15. Is out there protesting? I call bullshit. My sister works at the Chrysler plant, and McDonald's workers don't do the same type of work she do for $15 an hour. Every time you go to McDonald's in Detroit, they either fuck up your order or they don't have something. I went to the McDonald's the other day. The girl was on her cell phone. And she gonna sit up there and say, talk to my baby. Let my baby know that mama's up here getting this money. So now I done grabbed the phone and I'm sitting up here doing baby talk. I'm like, yeah, baby, mama be giving me money. Mama gonna make sure you all right. Baby can have all the toys this baby wants. Dude was like, dog, put my bitch back on the phone. I was like, man, take this damn phone. Damn bullshit. The cook walked by and the cook was like, you wanna buy some weed? Got these nickel bags. I was like, nah. McDonald's, I don't want to buy no weed. So now he back there making my food. He finished making my Big Mac. He held my Big Mac up. He was like, dog, this Big Mac right here, This is the shit. I put my foot in it. You gonna love this motherfucker. I'm like, refund. Can I get a damn refund? You know they always fuck your shit up or they don't have something. I don't like it. Y'all don't like it. You know what else don't like it? Bernie Mac. This is Bernie Mac at any McDonald's in the Detroit city limits. You mean tell me you ain't got no buns? But I can't get no Big Mac or no cheeseburger. You mean tell me you ain't got no grease? But I can't get no fries or no nuggets. You trying to tell me the only thing you can give me is some motherfucking milk and good. My name is Nathan Chase, that's my time. Coming into the stage right now is Mr. V. Bailey.
Goddamn, we talking shit. Security? Shit. Ah, damn. How y'all doing tonight? Friday? Anybody get paid?
Okay, that's me at the Cabbage Patch Saloon in Grosse Pointe. That was a little short, little set. He said he tried to switch it up. I tried to switch up the McDonald's joke, and it didn't go so well. It didn't go so well. But you gotta throw it all out there, throw it out on the wall, see what sticks. So that was me just trying to switch it up a little bit, but a lot of this is shit. All this stuff is stuff that I wasn't even gonna use anymore. But I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it again, I was like, it's still kind of relevant because McDonald's workers is like considered essential workers now. And I went to McDonald's the other day, and my double hamburger was cold as fuck. It was cold as fuck. I was like, and I was thinking about like all the Facebook posts, like y'all was talking about fast food workers, and now they essential and they risking their life. And as soon as I bit into my burger, I ain't even pull out onto the main road. As soon as I bit into my burger, I was like, yeah, they essential, but my burger's still cold. I was like, it was cold as fuck. And look, I was the only person. You can't go in. You can't go in. You can't go in. I was the only person in the motherfucking whole McDonald's parking lot. I pulled up to the drive-thru by myself. Nobody came behind me the whole motherfucking time. There was no motherfucking pressure on anybody. No pressure on anybody. The drive-thru about to back up. People can't come in. Gotta get these guys out of here. Nothing. Just me by myself the whole time. One car. Didn't even care to heat up my fucking meat. I was like, essential for what? I was like, essential for what, dude? Come on, dude. One car. And they was like, hey, heating up shit. I don't even supposed to be here. I know that's what y'all think during coronavirus. That's the time you say shit y'all think the whole other fucking time of the fucking year. I was like, man, and I ain't want no McDonald's. It was like, when you don't fuck with it for a minute, you be like, let me go get some fast food. I want to get out. I want to go out and get some fresh air. And yeah, that double hamburger was cold as fuck. I was like, I guess it's essential I eat it because it's essential I fucking paid for it. So I ate the shit cold. I ain't want to go home and warm it up. I didn't want to go home and warm it up. I just ate it cold before I get home. And look, I stay close. I stay less than a mile from the McDonald's. I ate it before I got home. I didn't want to warm it up. That would have just disgusted me even more. That I had to go home and warm it up, and I shouldn't have came out during the coronavirus, but I wanted to go out and support an essential worker, and they were still on that shit. They're still on that shit. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? I used to be a McDonald's worker. I'm not no hater. I used to be a McDonald's worker. I didn't fuck up people's food though. No, look, I'm a goofy ass kid. You want your food? You still have your food? You want your food? Mustard, ketchup, no pickles. I don't give a fuck. Here. I want you to see that I made it right. Cause look, when I was working at McDonald's in the 80s, people sit there, unwrap the shit right there in front of you. Then look back at you, and I'm back there 16, 17, like, what? You said no pickles, and they be like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, yeah, motherfucker, no pickles. What you want to do? I'm at McDonald's, like, I'm behind the grill, like, what you want to do? What you want to do? You think somebody messed up your order? What you want to do? Check it. Open it up, check it. Ain't no mistakes back here, baby girl. So that's why I be looking at McDonald's workers like, really? Because we was back there bullshitting. And we still got our shit right. We had a guy. I worked at the McDonald's on Gratiot and 11 Mile, and we used to have this old white guy. Him and his wife used to come in like every Saturday or Sunday. He used to come in like early in the morning, like before noon, and I forgot what his name was, but he wanted a McDonald's hamburger with onions. And when I say onions, I mean motherfucking onions, a pile of onions, like all the onions you could look. Because when we first came in, she was like, onions, and then we put like onions. She was like, that's not enough onions, and we was like, no, that's onions, and she was like, no. My husband grabbed a handful of onions and put them on there and mold them. We was like, are you for real? And she was like, that's the way he like it. And I want a vanilla ice cream cone. And this old white couple would come in there like every Sunday in the morning, and he would get his hamburger with a pile of onions, and she would get an ice cream cone. And when they came in, we used to fight each other. Like, I'm making his hair. I'm making it. We used to dig our hand in there and grab that fucking thing of onions. We set that bun just right on top of that and send that bitch up there, and we sat there and watch his fucking eyes, and he sat there and look at shit while she wrap it up, and that old white man would be like, and you be like there like, who running the grill, motherfucker? Who running the grill? We used to fight over who was gonna give him his fucking hamburger. Who was gonna grab that pound of onions and mold it? Cause we was on our shit. We still fucked around. I got fired for fucking around. I got fired down there in the break room. Went to the bathroom. Went on break. This is how I got fired. I went to the bathroom. Came back upstairs. My manager, Jeff, little fucking redhead motherfucker. Look, I'm only 16, 15, 16. Jeff is like 20, 21, redhead. He up there giggling and laughing with the cashiers and shit. That's what I'm saying. We was on top of our shit, so everybody was giggling and laughing. So I was like, I'm going to go back downstairs in the break room. I went back downstairs in the break room. I was like, they'll need me up here. I was like, Jeff up there flirting. He want to fuck all those girls and shit. They in high school. He want to get his bone on. It's like 2 or 3 white girls working in front counter. He yeah. 5 more max, no cheese. That's back in the old days when you called it out. Like, give me 10 max, 6 cheese, the 4 no cheese. It's like 6 cheese, 4. If you say, what would it say? You'd be like 6 cheese, so automatically other 4 is automatically hamburgers. So like, give me 10 burgers, 6 cheese. And he's like, hey, Becky, Brenda. And I was like, They don't need me up here. I'm going downstairs. And I went back downstairs and I was bullshitting in the break room. And that's when he came down. You know, he came up behind me. I was in the break room like, ha, 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 McDonald's fries, yada, yada. And he was standing right, because everybody like stopped laughing. He was standing right behind me. He was like, Nate, punch out. I was like, what, Jeff? He was like, punch out, Nate. You're not even supposed to be down here. I said, the fuck, Jeff? I was like, Jeff, you was up there goofing off. He was like, Nate, I can goof off. I'm the man. Punch out. I was like, Jeff, I was in the bathroom, Jeff, and I took a shit. And my booty was on fire. So I was just standing right here just like chilling, waiting till my booty cool off. And he was like, Nate, get out of here. Punch out. I was like, Jeff. Then I punched out, and I think I had to wait on the bus, so I went and sat in the lobby. You know, you fired, you go sit in the lobby. I'm waiting on the bus and shit, and then Jeff came out and he's like, "You can't sit in the lobby." I was like, "Fuck you, Jeff. I'm a customer now. Get out of here. Get out of here, Jeff. Get out of here, Jeff. Go away, Jeff. Go away, Jeff. I'm a customer." Don't make me call the 1-800 number on your ass. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. All right. Let's get into the last one. Ann Arbor Saloon. Not Ann Arbor. What's the name of the club in Ann Arbor? I can't remember. But yeah, the club in Ann Arbor. I can't remember the guy's name. What was his name? What was the comic's name? You can't remember his name? Yeah. I don't want to say his name. Never mind. Okay, we won't say his name. But anyway, so this comic was like, yeah, I'm from Ann Arbor. I'm doing some stand up. Because I was doing like a podcast show like in 2010, 2011, 12, something like that. And he was like, yeah, I'm coming to town, Ann Arbor. I'm from there doing a podcast show. And we had already interviewed him. So I was like, okay, cool, homie. So he's like, get on my show. So I was like, okay, I need somebody on my show. So what's his name? The guy from U of M, from the 5-5, Howard, not John, Jimmy King. Jimmy King was there. My man Diesel from the Goon Squad, Trick Goon Squad was there. And so he was like, I want you to do, this was like the day of the show. He was like, I want you to do, he said like 15 minutes. So I was like, okay. But no, before we even started, he was like, you'll do like 15 minutes. I was like, cool. So then like day of the show, he was like, yeah, can you do 30 minutes? And I was like, huh? It's like, this is when we got there. He was like, can you do 30 minutes? I was like, nigga, I've been prepping for 15. What the fuck is you talking about? And I was just like, yeah, I got 30 minutes, I had 30 minutes. And then like right before I went back on stage, he was like, hey, I just need you to do 20. I'm like, man, you went from 15 to 30 to 20, and I then went over and like pulled out my card. I was like, give me a piece of paper. Give me a piece of paper. I need a piece of paper and a pen. Because once he said 15 to 30, I was like, give me a piece of paper. Because now I got to remember my 15 and then try to come up with another 15 minutes. I give me some paper, a napkin. I'm just like writing shit on a napkin. And I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm sitting up there trying to memorize the 30, the extra 15. That's when he came up and was like, hey, man, you about to go up in 2 minutes. Can you do 20? I was like, the fuck? I was like, the what 20? What did I take out? What did I take out? What did I keep? What the fuck? I was like, if this is comedy, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit right here. I was like, this is not how this is supposed to work. This is not how this is supposed to work. So I think I was supposed to do like 20. And I end up doing like 27 because I just like, I don't know, I just like, you know, I ain't no fucking professional. And then once I found out it was just like me and him, I was like, it's just me and him. Oh, okay. So now I did 27 and he go up there and do his 30 minutes. That was an hour with 2 people. Ain't that something? Yeah. All right. So this is me in Ann Arbor with Elijah. And then after that, we ended up falling out over a Facebook post. He liked my comment on the Facebook post. And he just like went like ham on me, like called me stupid or goofy or some shit. I was like, didn't I open up for you? I was like, I opened up for you and I did 30 minutes. How we falling out over it? I was like, never mind. I was like, thanks for the opportunity. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. But yeah, this is my 30 minutes, 27 minutes in Ann Arbor at I can't remember what the club is. I'll probably look it up. Maybe not. No, I probably won't look it up. But yeah, 27 minutes in Ann Arbor. I didn't think I could do it, but I put this shit off. So this a little mix of this, a little bit of that, little shit that y'all heard before. But I don't know. Pretty decent. I can't complain. Leave something in the comments. But like, you brainwashed, nigga. You was ass. It was all ass. It was all ass. I don't even know you and I want to stop talking to you. This is me in Ann Arbor. Nathan Chase, Chasesbasement.com. Where's the volume at? I don't hear nothing. I don't hear anything.
So we'll bring our next lead to stage, and this brother right here served in the United States Marine Corps. Outstanding. He's been around the country in comedy clubs across this here United States. Please put your hands together for the one, the only, all the way from Detroit, Mr. Nate Young.
Nervous being around all you college-educated people. I just need to let it scream out. I let it scream out real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and do your...
But like Russell said, Russell was in the Marines. I was in the Marines. And the thing about the Marines, it was great. It was crazy, but it was great. The Marines taught you about a lot of things that a lot of people that's civilians, you think you can't live without. But the Marines will teach you how to live without those things. I told the drill instructor, I was like, hey, we've been marching for 3 miles. I ain't got no more water. Can I get some water? And he ran up and he grabbed me by my chest and he was like, you don't need no fucking water, motherfucker. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't need no water. This spit is tasting kind of good right now. We used to do a thing called like a march or a hump. That's where you like put on your pack. The pack is like 70 pounds. You got your helmet on and you got your rifle and you're marching. It's like 90 degrees in the summertime in California. And we used to do the humps march. There's like 300 Marines lined up on one side of the road. 300 Marines lined up on the other side of the road. We gotta march. We gotta do like 20 miles. When we get to marching, we only did like 3 miles. And this one Marine, he just fell out the formation. And he was like, drill instructor, I can't make it. I think I sprung my ankle. And the drill instructor ran up behind him and hit him in the back, and he was like, bah! What about your collarbone? And the Marine rolled over and he came back up and he was like, no, I'm good with just the ankle. Another 20 miles of just a bad ankle, man. It was crazy. It was like, we did like night patrols. Like night patrols, everything gotta be quiet. You can't be making no noise. There's 300 people, we marching around. Well, we had one guy,
He was like, drill instructor, I gotta pee. I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta pee. The drill instructor came up to him and grabbed him by the collar and he was like, you think you're gonna pee? The enemy will hear that pee. They will smell your urine. You want your whole platoon to die? And he was like, no, drill instructor, I don't want us to die. So he clenched his legs real tight and he was clenching them so hard that the pee started coming down his eye. And he was, the drill instructor just yelled out, he was like, I smell urine. He was like, I love the Marines, man. Shout out to anybody listening to the veterans of the military out here, man. But, anybody drinking Moscato? Anybody drinking Moscato? Oh, there you go. Girl, I love you. That's your girl? That's your girl? The guy you with? Look, Moscato is the shit, y'all. For all you guys, just say nothing. Moscato is the shit. Because back in the day, about 2-3 years ago, when you dated a woman, you meet a woman, you'd be like, hey, I'm gonna come to the house. You want me to bring something to drink? And the girls I met, they always said the same thing. I only drink Hennessy. I only drink Remy. I only drink 1800. So you go to the store. I'm from Detroit, so I'm looking behind the bulletproof glass. So I'm like, should I get the pint for $20? Or should I get the fifth for $40? I was like, you know what, Nate? Roll that dice. Give me the pint. So I ended up getting the pint. I go over to the girl's house. She's sitting up there drinking and we talking, and she's been finished the whole pint. So I give her that look like, yeah, what's up? And then she give me that look like, no, I'm not drunk enough yet to give you a pussy. I'm like, damn, I should have got the big bottle. I should have got the fifth. So now this Moscato that came out, I only knew about it because the rappers was talking about it. They had that one song like, I'ma drink Moscato, you gonna be a dance. So I meet this woman, and she was like, yeah, Nate, come over and bring some Moscato. So I didn't want to seem like no loser, because I was like, maybe this is just something that rappers can afford. So I go to the liquor store, and I'm at the counter, and I'm looking like, okay, they go to Remy, they go to Hennessy, they go to 1800, there's the 5 o'clock vodka, there's the Ghibli's gin, there's the deep batteries. I don't see no Moscato. So I'm like, hey, you got any Moscato? And he's like, yeah, we got the Moscato right behind you, buddy. And I'm like, you sure you got the Moscato? He's like, yeah, buddy, right down there at the end of the aisle. So I was like, down there by the potato chips and the Maxi pads? He was like, you got it, buddy. I get down to the end of the aisle. Moscato is $10.99 for the big bottle. I was like, what? Give me 2 bottles. I get a little girl's house, and she was like, Nate, did you get the Moscato? I was like, yeah. So I pulled out the first bottle and set it on the table. And she smiled, and then her eyebrow just raised up like the Rock do when he can smell what's cooking. I pulled out the second bottle, she was like, I'm fucking with a boss, and just banging on the floor. Oh, yeah. This boy is about to... Listen, y'all in that hour. Y'all nice kids, y'all go to college and stuff like that. Detroit, the crackheads have lost their spot because of the white kids from the suburbs that's on meth. It's a lot of white kids from the suburbs that meth. And now they're in Detroit. You come to a Tigers game, Lions game, and you used to have the crackheads out there. They're like, hey nephew, hey nephew, hey nephew. change? You got any spare change? And you know, I used to give him the old Robert Harris line. Robert Harris, the comedian, I used to be like, what the fuck is spare change? He's like, God bless you, brother. God bless you. God bless you. But now you got these white kids out there, and you gotta remember, they grew up in the suburbs. They got a suburban education. Farmington Hill, Bloomfield Hills, Grosse Point, shit like that. So I walked at the gas station, and the white kid was like, you got any spare change, sir? I figured I'd do with the same shit. So I was like, he was like, you got any spare change? I was like, what the fuck is spare change? He was like, well, sir, spare change is any change that's derived when you break a solid denomination of money. That would be a 1, 5, 10, or 20. Any coinage left from that would be a spare change. I pulled out my phone, I Googled that shit. This motherfucker was like, I had to give that white dude $3 worth of spare change. That was my goddamn McDonald's money. The thing is, I don't like going to McDonald's in the city. In Detroit, it's bad. You said, yeah. Who said that? Who said hell no? You been there? Yeah, you've been there before. It's the worst fucking service you ever fucking heard. You know who else don't like that service? Bernie Mac do not like service at McDonald's. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick impersonation of Bernie Mac at any McDonald's within inside the Detroit city limits. Do you mean tell me? Do you got no motherfucking buns? I can't get no motherfucking Big Mac, no cheeseburger. You mean tell me you ain't got no motherfucking grease? I can't get no french fries, or no nuggets. You trying to tell me only thing you can give me is some motherfucking milk and food? Is it me, or do it seem like the kids these days, they like crazier than we was when we was younger? It's like they on this K2, they want to kill their parents and all this type of shit. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 1972. When 1980 hit, I was 8 years old. When 1990 hit, I was 18 years old. I'm an 80s baby. But these kids these days, like, they ain't got no manners, they don't know how to talk to people. When we grew up, you used to get in trouble for shit that you didn't know was wrong until you got in trouble for it. Anybody remember Solid Gold? I know you remember Solid Gold. Grandpa, you remember that? Solid Gold was this show back in the day. You know, it was kind of like the first MTV. We have the host come out, and we have the different artists come out, sing the song. And it seemed like every time you watch Solid Gold, the only people that came out was like Lou Rawls and the J. Gow's band singing Come On Leave. So we started watching, Solid Gold. It was me, my mama, my sister, my brother. We watched Solid Gold. Marilyn McCoo come out there. She's like, we got a great show for y'all. We got Lou Rawls, we got the J. Gow's band. So right now we're gonna go to the Solid Gold dancers. Solid Gold dancers got the little sequin outfits and they come out and they kick their heels and all that stuff. So the dancers come out and they start doing their dance. And my mom was like, they're some hoes. My sister didn't know no better. She jumped up and started shaking her booty. She was like, I want to be a hoe. I want to be a hoe. My brother was like, bah! Sit your ass down. Then my brother was like, can we be excused? She was like, yeah. We went to the bathroom and I told my brother, I said, you know what? I think hoe is a bad word. He was like, you know what? I think hoe is a bad word. It's like, man, I don't know what's wrong with these kids. They don't know how to talk to each other. Remember when you were a kid and you was in the next room and your parent would call you. They're like, James, come here. You come just like, yeah, what you want? You had to actually come to them and be like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. These kids don't do that shit no more, man. I had to learn the hard way. My mama said, Nate,
go next door. Ask Miss Johnson for some flowers. I said, okay. So I go next door. I say, Miss Johnson, my mama said you got some flowers. Miss Johnson said, what you say? I said, my mama said you got some flowers. Miss Johnson said, I got some flowers, but I'm not gonna give it to you. But tell your mother what I said. So I went back. My mother was like, where's the flower? I was like, Miss Johnson didn't give it to me, but she wanted me to tell you what I said. She said, what did you say? I said, my mama said you got some flowers. She said, bah! Knocked the shit out of me. She said, that's not how I taught you how to talk to grown folks. That you go back over there and you talk to Miss Johnson the proper way I taught you. I went back over there. Miss Johnson just had a smirk on her face. She was like, yes, Snake. And I was like, well, Miss Johnson, my mother would like to know if we could borrow $10. She would be more than happy to give you a couple of our videos, and she would be happy to pay you for the first of the month when we get our welfare check. I don't know what's wrong with these kids these days, man. So I'm so glad I'm older, you know, and I just grew up now. You know, when you grow up, you know, when you're in your 20s, you don't think, you think you know it all. You think you know it all and you mature. But once you get older, you mature. And now you gotta deal with dating. And dating is just so damn complicated. You didn't think it was gonna be that hard. When you was younger, it was just like, right, yes or no on this piece of paper. And you had a boyfriend, you had a girlfriend. Man, now it's so fucked up. Look, you know what fucked it up? The internet. The internet, oh, fuck. The internet just fucked everything up, man. Because look, you remember that Chris Hansen show, How to Catch a Predator? You had the predator looking for your kids. What about me, though? What about me? What's your name? Brian? Brian. What's your name? John? Brian. John. Is internet on the, is predators on the internet that's trying to get y'all. They're trying to get me. I'm on the internet. I'm just looking around on Black Planet. I'm just checking out the phone. I just get a pop-up. Like, hey, you want a video chat? So I'm like, I'm smarter than that. You're not seeing a video chat. This might be one of them African ladies talking about send me $2,000. $50,000 when I hit the African island. Ain't no money in Africa. What the fuck are you talking about? So, you know, I know I'm smart. So I go, okay, go check her profile out, Nate. So I go check her profile out. She's like, she's from the west side of Detroit. She like rap and R&B. She like to hang out in Belle Isle. So I'm like, cool. So we started chatting, and she was beautiful, y'all. Listen, she was beautiful. So we started chatting and stuff like that. And she was like, I really enjoyed chatting with you. We having a nice time, but let's take it to the next level. I was like, okay. So she was like, if I take off my top, would you take off your top? I was like, my top is already off. Hey, girl. So we came talking and like, look. She had the nicest titties that you ever wanted to see. Look. The titties that Angelina Jolie got before her titties got curled, her titties was that nice. So we stayed chatting, and she was like, you know what, we can take it up another notch. She said, if I take off my pants, would you take off your pants? So I'm like, bet, I took her pants off. And she's sitting behind her little computer desk, and she took her pants off, and she just tossed them to the side, and she took her panties off, and she lifted them up and tossed them to the side. And I just said, excuse me, I need to step away for a minute, BRB, be right back. And I stepped away from the webcam, and I was like, let's fucking get some pussy. Some pussy. I came back, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, we finished talking, we talked a little bit more, and then she sneezed. She was like, achoo. And I was like, oh, you got a little bit of a cold. She was like, yeah. I was like, so you gonna go to the bathroom right there behind you and get you a little tissue? She was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get some tissue. And she got up,
And she turned around real fast, and I was like, you know what? When you go to the bathroom, switch that ass for daddy so I can see them butt cheeks move. And she got up and she started walking to the bathroom, and she sneezed again, and that's when her dick fell down. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Look, she turned around and looked like that, and I was like, what the fuck? I got some Angelina Jolie titties, but I had a porn star dick. And she started walking back towards the webcam like, let me explain. So I was like, fuck, control alt delete, control alt delete. But look, my computer locked up. And I was like, fuck, and she was still coming at me and shit. So I grabbed my fucking monitor, I just jacked it out. I threw that bitch down the stairs. I was like, fuck, man. Fuck. I almost got internet break, man. That was some bullshit right there. Look, the problem was, my desktop and my speakers were still connected. So the next thing I hear is, your punk ass ain't gonna let me explain. I'm like, oh shit! Man, I had to pick the rest of my computer up and threw that shit down the stairs, man. It was not like fucking with the internet, man. So now you got people doing all this with it, sexing, texting, shit like that. Before then, you still had women that was playing games with you. You know, we guys, you know, we trying to get some, man. All the time. I'm talking to this one girl on the phone, right? So I was like, yeah, I really want to come see you. I really just want to just make love to you and love your body down. And she was like, Nate, would you get my nails done to make love to me? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll get your nails done. She was like, Nate, would you get my hair done to make love to me? I was like, hell yeah, I'll get your hair done to make love to you. She said, Nate, would you shoot yourself in the head with a 38 pistol to make love to me? I really don't want to shoot myself, but I'm going to say that because I want some of that. So I was like, yeah, I shoot myself in the head with a 38 pistol. So her friend ended up calling at the same time. She was like, let me answer Keisha. She called on the other line. But she never clicked over to Keisha, so she was still talking to me. And she was like, girl, I gotta call you back. I got this guy on the line and want to get my hair and nails done and then commit suicide to get some of this pussy. I still on the phone, bitch. But what you gotta do with relationships now, you just can't meet somebody and be like, you know what, you're not what I want. You're not what I want, we done, like that. We gotta adapt and overcome. The Marines taught me how to adapt and overcome. I met one girl, she had a nice ass. But when she took off her clothes, she had ugly fucking legs, ugly fucking thighs. Her thighs looked like potholes. I was like, this looks like Detroit, well, these damn potholes. And I was like, man, don't get rid of her, don't dump her. Come up with something. So I went on the internet and I searched, and I found a place that served long sleeve thongs. So the legs was covered up, but her booty stuck out. It was fucking awesome, man. I ended up talking to another girl. She was flat chested. She had nothing, just nothing, just all ribs up in here. And I thought about, like, you know, breaking up with her. And I was like, you know what, Nate? You a black guy, and black people, we like ribs all year round. So I dated her anyway. The thing is, you know, you date a regular girl, she got nice titties, you can put the whipped cream on there, you can put the strawberries on there, you get freaky. What am I supposed to do with a girl that's flat chested and ain't got nothing but ribs? I told her to lay down on the bed, I put some open pit barbecue sauce on her chest, put a little baked beans up here, some mashed potatoes. We had the freakiest sex ever, man. And like she was always trying to impress me because she didn't have no titties. So you know how girls give that titty shot and put the drink between their titties, get a titty shot? She ain't had no titties. So one day she was drinking and she got drunk. She's like, man, I'm gonna give you a titty shot. I'm thinking to myself like, can't give me a titty shot because you ain't got no titties. She ran in the kitchen, came back out, and had a shot glass duct taped to her chest. Get it, baby, get it. I know, that's good, baby. I like that. Well, I'm a stomper. I'm a stomper. I'm gonna make her do something she can't do. I was like, you know what? I like the titty shots. I was like, but can you do mixed drinks though? She ran back in the kitchen, came back out. She had a thermos taped to her chest, hold the drinks in there, and started doing cartwheels in the plate. God damn it, bad than a motherfucker. But right now, I got a girlfriend. I'm happy. Anybody got a girlfriend? Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Happy. Go, people. You know what I love about my girl? My girl has good pussy. Can I get a round of applause for good pussy? Anybody that like it? Male or female? This is hell. You don't even understand. My girl pussy is so good that when she sleep, I go down there and talk to her pussy. I get down on my knees and I'll be like, hey, how you doing? I like that haircut you got. It makes you look so pretty. Them lemon-scented panty liners you be wearing, oh, girl, they got you smelling so sweet. I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you and care for you and the things that you do for me. I just want to come down here and let you know that. I know that she got a rough 3 to 5 days coming up ahead of her. So I'm going to make sure that she has a whole bunch of chocolate and a leaf. Okay, she's waking up. I love you, bye. Love good pussy, man. Hey, but before I get out of here, I will do the last joke. The last joke is called Uh-Oh, Surprise. I need audience participation on this. When I point to y'all, I need y'all to say, uh-oh, surprise. I'm gonna say about 5 or 6 different things, but when I point to y'all, I need y'all to say, uh-oh, surprise. Y'all ready? Yeah! So on the count of 3, we're gonna set this off with uh-oh, surprise. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, surprise! You give your friend a ride. The police pull y'all over, and that's when they say, dog, my gun is up under your seat. Uh-oh, surprise! You and your man both black as hell, and y'all end up having a white baby. Uh-oh, surprise! You a white person. You took the day off work, and you stood in line all day, and Obama won again. Uh-oh, surprise! You go out on a date with a guy, y'all start getting freaky, and he lick your booty and say, girl, this is the cleanest booty I ever tasted. You think your woman cheating on you. You come over to her house, and you come up to her bedroom, and you hear her fucking and screaming and moaning, and she's talking about, oh, daddy, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. You kicking the door, you see her fucking, you say, Kwame killed Patrick. My name is Crazy Nate. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, y'all, that was Crazy Nate. Crazy Nate. Nate. Still working on me. Still with me?
All right, that would be the end of my stand-up. Couple of my clips. Let me see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 clips at 6 different comedy spots of me around Detroit, the Michigan area. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, NateChase72, Chasesbasement.com, Chasesbasement on Facebook, Chasesbasement on YouTube, NateChase72 on Instagram, NateChase72 on YouTube. And whenever we get done with this Corona thing, I'm gonna get back on the comedy thing, and there's a lot more crazy shit to come. But go to my page, NathanChase72, and check out the rest of the videos, and you would get a gist. You get a gist of what's going on up in here. Welcome. welcome to the dark side. It's not dark though. It's not really dark. It's people say it's dark because they weird and they think you weird, so they think you dark. But I'm not dark. I'm very bright. I'm very bright. I just sign brightness in the dark. Never mind. Shut up, Nick. Shut up. All right, Nathan Chase. Yeah, check out my YouTube page, Nathan Chase 72. I'm out. Thanks. Goodbye. Just hit the stop button there. Yeah, that always works. Yeah, all right then.